Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. My name is Rich Clark and I've been a hypnotherapist for the last 9 years and I've been a holistic therapist for the last 15 years. So as of today I'm going to talk about a video called The Times Are A-Changing, and it's the fear of AI or the rise of AI automation. So as you can imagine, when of hypnotherapy, I get some people also want to change their career, or they say they're sick of their job and they want to go into self-employment or so forth. But the times are changing, like I said, and it's the rise of AI, that automation thing. So this is a complex and understandable concern that many people have. So I'm going to break this down as thoroughly and thoughtfully as I can to help you out. So this fear of AI and automation often stems from several key factors. So I'm going to explain 4 key factors why this happens, and then I'm going to give you the benefits of AI and the negatives of AI. So number 1, why the fears, key factors and fears come in is this. So 1 is job displacement concerns. Many workers worry that AI and automation will eliminate their positions, particularly in sectors like manufacturing, customer service, data entry, and even knowledge work. So this actually could affect teachers in the end. This fear isn't entirely unfounded. Technological transitions historically do disrupt existing job markets, though they often create new opportunities as well. Number 2, economic uncertainty. Very much the case since COVID and recession times we've had over the last 20 years is an issue which also happens when we see technology develop. So there's anxiety about whether displaced workers will be able to adapt and find new roles, especially if they're later in their careers or have specialised skills that may become obsolete. Number 3 is the loss of control and agency. Some fear becoming way over dependent on automated systems or losing autonomy in their work process. And number 4 is the quality of work life. There are concerns about increased surveillance, productive monitoring and productivity monitoring, and the pressure to compete with machines. So these are some of the concerns I do have from clients. People are fearing that AI will take over and they are looking into new careers, new ways of working and so forth. But I've also, because I'm a hypnotherapist and I do future life progression, I like to show what the future can hold. And I think technology, if used correctly, can be beneficial. So I'm going to explain some benefits. So the potential benefits are these. Elimination of repetitive, dangerous or tedious tasks. This is what AI will help people with. Increased productivity and efficiency. Very useful if you're in a data company or you want to work quickly, and especially with technology and especially with data and computing and so forth. Technology needs to move quicker with the times. Creation of new jobs and industries. So the thing is, if you actually train to learn how to use AI, you can actually get work. And the thing is, a lot of people have got transferable skills when they've used data collection or so forth and then could do this. And actually there's a lot of courses are actually free or very cheap to learn. The potential for more creative and strategic human work. Better work-life balance if productivity gains are shared. So the thing is, if there's parts of your job you don't like doing and you know an AI can do it quicker, it will actually lead you to do the things you want to do more, which is more creative and more fun. Enhanced safety in hazardous environments, which this can also go into the medical field, things when we're dealing with hazardous waste, so forth and so on. More accurate and consistent results in certain tasks. So for example, when you hear that people have made human error, or computer errors is always human errors. Within AI, that's going to be least happening. And the potential for reduced cost and improved services. For any business, once it goes automated, then the amount of people they needed won't be there. Now that's going to also cause, then the next thing is the potential drawbacks and problems I foresee what could happen in the future. So job displacement and economic disruption. Because of job displacement and economic disruption, that means there could be loads of people who, if they don't train in something new to work with AI and work with computing, they would actually lose their work. And the factor is, can the system we have be sustainable to supply and help these people? The need for significant retraining and re-education. That's tough for a lot of people because some people, they struggle in training or they have educational drawbacks. They don't achieve so quickly. So that's going to be a tough thing for a lot of people who struggle to learn. Some people have also issues with triggering from school, triggering with college and so forth. So this can be an issue. And also if people haven't been training all the time, like say myself, I train all the time and learn new things, it's very hard to get back into that system of training. The potential widening of economic inequality. So the people who have got the money, who can use this AI stuff to better their business, they're going to do better. But people who don't may struggle and end up in the wayside. Privacy concerns with AI systems, this has been something about surveillance and stuff being talked about for a while, and also AI can learn and mimic what they learn about your character, what you do. So for example, when I've even written this, I'm using this from Claude AI, but then it's also over time it's going to learn exactly what my prompts are, what my language is, and it can actually assess that and work that out. That's what you can do over a certain amount of times. It's very much in its infancy so far, but it will develop in the next 5 years. I can see that, exponentially, it will happen. Dependence on complex systems. The trouble with complex systems is because if they're complex, then if they go wrong, how do the people know how to fix them? That is the issue. So complex systems is also about the re-education of teaching people to be able to deal with that. Risk of de-skilling in certain areas, and then initial implementation costs and challenges. See, the costs of all this stuff will cost money, and over time it will get cheaper and cheaper, but the first initial cost of that to better your business will cost a hell of a lot of an outlay. And the trouble is, if it isn't successful, then you lose your business, and there's going to be more businesses going to get lost over time. The potential loss of human judgment in critical decisions is a worry most people do, and this is the thing they always worry about with the fear of AI, and I've spoken about it in these films like Terminator and so forth in the Throwback Thursdays, is that with AI and with computers, they don't have the human condition of understanding with empathy. They would literally look at noughts and ones. It's very binary in that respect. Whereas humans sort of understand what the implementation is of, if you sack someone, would it affect their family? Would it do these things? But again, over time, these things will change. So, like I said, the times are changing. This rise and fear of AI is happening. And whether people like it or not, they reckon 70% of the workforce which are manual work will be lost. So the idea is, if you can now, is for the new year of 2025, is start retraining in something so that your job you do now will not, though when it gets replaced, it won't matter because you're already retrained to do something else. And I think it's actually a key importance, and I think a lot of hypnotherapists don't talk about it, a lot of holistic therapists don't talk about it, they just say we're fearing AI. But actually, the idea of fearing AI has its fears, of course, but the idea is that we should actually understand we've got to have to work with it because it's going to be part of our lives, whether we like it or not. If you think about it, AI is part of our phones, it's part of our computers, it's part of all our lives, and it will be something we will merge together and be in symbiosis with it. So, anyway, until next time, and when you have your Happy New Year celebration, I hope you have a happy holidays. I shall speak to you soon.